Human rights and gender equality are integral aspects of the post-2015 development agenda. We see reference to human rights and gender equality in the Paris Agreement on Climate Change, the New Urban Agenda, Agenda 2030, and in particular the Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction. Paragraphs 19C and 19D of the Sendai Framework call upon all actors involved in DRR to adopt rights-based and gender-equal approaches to DRR. However, how different actors should go about integrating human rights and gender equality into their work is not well understood. Since 2018, the Raoul Wallenberg Institute for Human Rights has worked together with the Asia Disaster Preparedness Center, the Stockholm Environment Institute, and the Swedish Civil Contingencies Agency, along with local and national partners across Asia, to develop a framework for integrating rights and equality. We refer to this as the FIRE framework. This FIRE framework combines rich social science insight into the ways in which gender shapes exposure, vulnerability, and resilience to disaster risk, with international standards and guidelines reflecting core human rights considerations. 6 dimensions of the FIRE framework reflect the synthesis of this perspective and include governance systems and structures, participation and access to information, non-discrimination, fundamental rights and equality, agency and empowerment, and social norms and context. These 6 dimensions represent the consolidation of a wide range of international standards and guidelines from human rights treaty monitoring bodies, as well as operational guidelines produced by the Interagency Standing Committee, the Sphere Standards, and many others. They also reflect a rich awareness of the need to pay attention to social norms and context, where, at multiple levels, power dynamics shape differential exposure, vulnerability, and resilience to disaster risk. On the Ignite stage, the Raoul Wallenberg Institute will present the FIRE framework and provide examples of how we have used this framework to evaluate existing law and policy in the Philippines and Nepal, focusing on risk assessment, risk-sensitive land use planning, and emergency preparedness for response. Reflecting the commitment to multi-level, multi-stakeholder collaboration, the examples reflect our partnerships at national and subnational levels with government, civil society, and academic actors. The presentation highlights the utility of this framework for developing research, educational and technical tools for developing, implementing, and evaluating measures to reduce disaster risk from local to national levels. Using the FIRE framework can help DRR actors achieve their commitment to leaving no one behind.